So this is my Onlyfans account for exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG content. Actually, I was thinking of changing this and making it where I could put multiple, so I could put all types of content. So here's the description of, most of the stuff that's in here. Mainly right now, I just have Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, but you never know, I might post other content. But definitely have a lot of useful tips and tricks on how to be good at the game. I literally wrote 3 ebooks on how to be good at the game, and the links to those ebooks are also in here, as well as in the description of this video and on my official websites. Right now, as you can see, I got a new video I just uploaded 6 minutes ago. Staples that I use for August 2021. I also did some made a video about Lightning Overdrive, cards that I like and would use to build decks with. Same goes for Dawn of Majesty. I'm gonna do a couple other sets, and then of course eventually do some deck profiles, which will be on the YouTube channel. The deck profiles, but any special tech, any spice, as they say, will be posted here. Any information on how to beat the meta and stuff like that will be posted here. That stuff is useful. People can obviously greatly benefit from that type of information. Here's a video on how to easily win a Yu-Gi-Oh! And investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! OTKs and stuff. And I'm not going to show too much, but you get the idea. There's a lot of good, useful information here that it's worth paying for, which is why I'm putting it behind a paywall. The cheap paywall, what do I have? It's $5 a month. So for $5, you have 30 days to look through this information. And right now I got 21 videos that you can look at. So that's a lot of information. For $5, you got access to 21 videos right off the bat. If you want to wait a couple more months, while I post more content and then jump in here, hey, go for it. Save yourself some money, right? But the main point is that you have access to this information that otherwise you wouldn't have access to it, because it won't be on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, has a lot of good information on there already, that's for free. But some of my more exclusive stuff, my best kept secret, as it were, or stuff that just some people don't even notice, the information is out there. It's here, so that way, and put straight up here's the information you need to know how to easily win at Yu-Gi-Oh! So I see people still losing at the game, and the game is not hard or complicated. It's easy to win when you're actually focused on the concept of winning the game and not the meta or a specific deck and all that stuff. I've made videos on how to beat certain decks, and I'll still be making those videos on how to beat certain decks. The strengths and weaknesses, the usual stuff. But that stuff will be posted here, not on the channel. Because it's important information. It's information that I would use to, go to a tournament and, beat, decks. Because I would know the strengths and weaknesses of the deck, and I would be able to exploit it and beat them. Most people would, be like, oh, well, you know how to do that. To a certain degree, technically, yeah, but the way y'all do it, it's through card effects. Y'all will buy cards and floodgates specifically to beat these decks. I would beat them through actual skill. I'll beat them through using what I already have access to, what I'm already using, what's already in my decks, and beat these decks. Because I'll beat them through actual knowledge and skill. That's why I said understanding the strengths and weaknesses of, decks. You're able to exploit those weaknesses, and you usually don't have to have specific cards to exploit the weaknesses. That's where skill comes in. Most people don't have skill, so that's obvious. So most people have to rely on cards, and that's okay, because if you don't have the skill, right, you gotta find another way to solve the problem, right? You gotta find another way to deal with it. I'm gonna be making a video soon uh, about the two different types of ways of playing the game, with skill and without skill. Most people play the card games without skill, and most play with skill. I'm one of those people that play with skills. Can I play without skill? Of course, you know. But I prefer to play with skill, um, because that gives me an advantage that people who don't play with skill won't have. Think about it this way. I can mix both. I can play, without skill and still play with skill. Like, I just take the ability to play with skill and put it on top of it, right? Of the no skill. No skill means like pretty much like playing really strong cards like Dark Hole or something. That would be a card that doesn't require skill. You don't have to be a genius to play Dark Hole. Just activate it, bang, it does all the work, right? That's playing without skill. Figure out a way to use a monster that has an effect to destroy a monster once per turn. Sorry. Being able to use that monster effect plus the monster itself to get rid of two or more monsters, that's skill. That's, if you use it right, if you play your card right, you can get rid of all the monsters that are on the side of the field with cards you already have in your deck. That's skill. Because Dark Hole doesn't require skill. You just play it. You just need the card and use it, and that's it. And it does the work. But skill, you can take any combination of cards and get a Dark Hole-like effect. That's what I mean by playing with skill versus playing without skill. Anybody could play Dark Hole, but not everybody can Dark Hole without Dark Hole, if you know what I mean. So, check out my, Onlyfans. A lot of good stuff here, and more to come.